In travel news for March 7th, 2023, we talk about strikes in France causing travel chaos, dengue fever on a popular Spanish island, and we have an update on Notre Dame Cathedral. But before we begin, I'm Brandon with the Adept Traveler, and this is Today in Travel. To stay updated on travel news, tips, tricks, and other insights, which will help you to travel like an adept traveler, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We frequently release new content to keep you up to date on all things travel. France faces significant travel disruptions as transport services join an indefinite strike over proposed pension reforms. Local, regional, and international transport services will be severely impacted, including rail, bus, and aviation. The French government argues that these reforms are necessary to lift France's pension system out of deficit by 2030, while unions argue that the proposed measure are unfair and would adversely affect low-skilled workers in tiring jobs who start their careers early. Police expect between 1.1 and 1.4 million people to take to the streets in more than 260 locations nationwide. Travelers should check with their travel advisors for updates on the situation and avoid large crowds, particularly in the event of protests or demonstrations. Health authorities have warned travelers of the moderate risk of dengue fever outbreak in Ibiza this summer. Dengue fever is a common disease in hot and humid climates and is spread by mosquitoes infected with the dengue virus. Symptoms include fever, nausea and vomiting, a rash, and joint and muscle pain, and severe symptoms can be life-threatening. While there is a dengue vaccine available, it is only recommended for those who have already had the virus. The best way to prevent infection is to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes by wearing long-sleeved clothing, using repellent, and sleeping under a mosquito net. Health authorities have planned surveillance and vector control, as well as communication and information to the public before and during the start of the season. The Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, which was destroyed by a fire in 2019, is set to reopen to travelers by the end of 2024. Reconstruction work began last year, and officials plan to restore the Gothic-style monument back to the way it was before the fire, including recreating the 315-foot-high spire that collapsed. An exhibition called Notre Dame de Paris at the heart of the construction site is now open to visitors in an underground facility in front of the cathedral, featuring ongoing operations and some remains from the fire and works of art from the cathedral. Despite ongoing renovation work, officials remain confident that the cathedral will be ready to open to visitors and the faithful by the end of 2024. Today in Travel is brought to you by The Adept Traveler, a travel agency that specializes in accessible travel. Our goal is to help all travelers, from the novice to the expert, from the able-bodied to the disabled, to travel well. Until next time, travel well, my friends.